Good morning. This is Catherine. Welcome to our reading this morning. I am really good, Rose Quartz. Can you hear me? Just- All right. I heard myself, so I guess that's good news. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here on this beautiful first day of February. And I plan to talk about signs because isn't it true we always want to have a sign? Is that true for you, beautiful Rose Quartz? And I love that you are calling yourself a crystal name because I do love the crystals so much. So let me just get started. First, I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we're all about breaking up the patterns that are holding us back from what it is we're wanting. And how many of us want signs? We want to know that the divine is listening to us, that we matter, that all the work we put in to do our self improvement or be manifestors, we're doing the best we can, right? And so that's what today is about. The very fact that you're hearing my voice right now is a sign. I I have I just looked today. I have 3,200 videos here. And I cannot believe that happened. I ever see it happening before me. But what happened was on Christmas of 2021, 5 years ago now, I got a contact from a person who was not supposed to contact me anymore, one of my exes. And it disturbed me so much. It shook me because it was a sign. It was a sign that I didn't necessarily enjoy. But what happened was, I thought to myself, I'm not going to let this man from my past ruin my Christmas. I marched my little self right over to my computer and I produced my very first reading for YouTube. And I did it in as a direct sign that I'm not going to let my life and my heart be drawn into a mess by somebody else's activities. And so since then, look what's happened. This family of readings has come together. And now I'm here live reading for you. That's right. This is a sign, just the fact that you're here. So I will be opening the cards. These are the 3 decks that I'm going to be using today. The Archangel Michael Oracle card, the Gilded Tarot for our deeper readings. And then for those of you who are here today just to participate with the tarot party and be able to have a party favor, I'm drawing free cards today from the Spirit Oracle. Why? Because animals are wonderful deliverers of spiritual messages. When you see a bird or an animal, it always has a meaning if you choose to look at it that way. So, yesterday, 3 bluebirds were in my front yard looking for bird seed. It's pretty cold here in Tennessee. 3 bluebirds. I've never seen that right here in front of my home. So, of course, I went to Google and looked up the spiritual meaning of bluebird. And then you've heard of the bluebird of happiness, maybe, but it's about good luck and joy. And I thought, is that so cool that the universe somehow delivered those birds? And I went and looked them up and became inspired. Excuse me, my throat's a little scratchy. So I'm glad I have my tea right here. So we're going to get started. Now, those of you who are new here, when I go live, there's an opportunity for you to purchase your reading at half off before we even start. Now, not every reading is going to cost you anything because the Spirit Oracle readings are for free today. Now, you can find how to register for your reading in the description box. It's super easy. Manifestfaster.com will bring you to HIPSI, which is a registration um, that you do to approach me for readings. HIPSI is housing all of my orders. Okay, so first I'm going to get my Spirit Oracle and I'm going to shuffle it up and draw a card for the collective today and to give you guys a sign. Okay, that we're all about a sign. You wouldn't have selected this reading today if you didn't need one. So, what's going on for you? Go ahead and tell me. Is there something in your love life? Is there something around your career? or your or where you live or your family of origin. What is it that you need to hear from spirit today? So let's pick a card from our animal oracle to start off our day. And we have the canary spirit. Okay, our little canary spirit, sing your own song. I wonder if anyone here is a musician or, oops, let me just start myself. If anybody here is a musician, and maybe you sing a lot in the shower, but that's all that you are allowing yourself, because you might say, I never sing in tune. And Spirit is here to tell you, my friend, that getting over what other people think is your mission. Okay. In order to sing your own song, we need to let go of the things that are bothering us. We need to let go of our fear of other people's opinion. So, the sign of this bright yellow, the yellow is the color of your solar plexus, the glow of your true self, the radiance of your true self. Hi, Maid Morgan. Welcome. It's so important that we sing our own song. It's important that we open our mouth and let our voice be heard. So I'm just looking through, and Rose Quartz, I think oh, hi, Leanne. Oh, I love that. You know what? I want to, Rose Quartz, you're in a recent breakup. My heart goes out to you. It's so painful, isn't it? And so the card right away, you were my first visitor here today, and Spirit is speaking directly to you. Okay. There has been some disruption in your, your royal status with the divine. You're the child of a king, and you deserve to be treated well. So chances are that getting away from this particular situation is going to be the biggest blessing of your life. That's turned out to be true for me with my breakups, and I just wish that for you also. The general theme of our readings today: sing your own song. Take a chance, okay? If you can relate, hit the thumbs up. When you hit the thumbs up, you come into alliance with our energy here today. And besides, it lets me know that this message is touching your heart. Okay. Now, our second deck that we're going to use today for our guidance is the Archangel Michael Oracle. Now, the Archangel Michael Oracle is filled with wisdom for people that are wanting to know special messages. Okay. I see you, Leanne, and wondering if your granddad still sends messages through songs. So, for the collective, I'm asking Archangel Michael to show us through the collective what your answer may be. Would you like me to draw a card for you personally, Leanne? I'm happy to do it. There's no charge. You go to manifestfaster.com, and I will see you in the queue. And there are two people in the queue already. We have Janice and Christina, and you can join them by checking out the registration that's in the description box. Okay. So this card I'm drawing is for the collective. Then I'm going to open the tarot cards in a little bit here and give some deeper readings. Okay. Oh gosh, look at that. Prayer can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So, this card is given to us by the divine for the entire morning that I'm here with you. And what it's showing is how important it is to simply surrender our requests to the divine, to be able to say to the divine, and even though it's hard to believe it sometimes in our humanness, but to believe that divine is behind you, has your back, and wants to grant your wish. So, Leanne, I know this is a grandmother, but to me it shows how tender hearted spirit is right now to be able to answer your loving prayer. Is it possible that your grandfather's reaching out through music? This is a yes, 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 right? This is absolutely a sign for you that that's one way spirit uses us, uses the the things available to us to speak. Absolutely. How many times you'll hear something on the radio or something on a YouTube video, a snippet of a song, and it touches your heart deeply, you might feel emotional. That would be a sign that Spirit's using that song to remind you of something loving. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad, Leanne. So, welcome. There's so many people. Hi, Mystic Christina. I see so many new friends. I don't know if you can hear Miss Murphy barking in the background. I may need to close my door if he gets a little too rambunctious. Oh, your best friend's name is Leanne. It's almost like there's a spirit of Leanne here, yeah, through you, Mystic Christina, that you've brought her energy here. Okay. Any questions that you want to ask, you may, but all personal readings go through manifestfaster.com. It's the way you register for a free reading. To receive readings for the collective, of course, there's no charge. And I'm so happy you are here to listen in to the collective. You guys do realize that when you do, when you do join a collective reading, you are giving yourself permission to receive from any card that I lay on the table. There's Murphy. Okay. Anyway, so let me just close my door. Hold on. The sun is shining in so beautifully that I am going. I'm leaving the door open because the sun is shining in, but then, of course, he sees people going by. Maid Morgan would love to read for you for sure. All you need to do is register to ask your question. Melissa, welcome. Absolutely. Please feel free to register. I'm more than happy to read for you. And I wanted to go back and say hi, Melissa. Keisha. Oh, Keisha. Keisha's one of my very most loyal followers, leaves me messages on so many of my little mini readings, and I really appreciate that. Team Hipsy is here as my assistant, letting you know that registering for a reading is so easy. Just check the link in the description box. It's there. Hi, Lisa or Liza, welcome. And Rose Quartz. Okay, Maid Morgan. Okay, I'm all caught up with the hellos. So now let's go to our readings. And the first person to receive their reading today, hold on just for a second. Let me go to my screen. Okay, let's see here. Oopsie, I'm sorry, guys. We want the split screen so that I can see everything. Okay. All right, so first we have Janice. And Janice is not here right now, but she said she will listen in. So I'm going to draw one of the animal oracles for Janice. Janice, holding your intention. And now you guys who are watching, if you want to play the game, all you do is ask Spirit to show you which of the cards that I read for the collective is for you. Okay. Oops. Let me just read for our dear friend Janice. Janice. Actually, her name is French. I just found that out. So now I'm in love with saying her name the French way. Janice. Janice, this is your animal oracle card for today. And it is the fox spirit. Now, those of you who watch, you know I encourage you to take a picture of the card if you love it. You can use it on your screensaver and remind yourself how much you're loved by spirit. Okay. Oh, Mystic Christina Rose, you are French too. I love it. So this fox to me looks foxy. Foxes are sly, wise animals. They're very they're able to stay out of trouble and they think on their feet. So for you, Janice, what Spirit wants you to know is that you don't need to rely on the rigidity of your routines. Your routines are good. because they give you structure. But sometimes we can depend on structure so much that we lose the touch of our intuition. I remember, Janice, how many times we have talked about you taking an improv class, that somewhere in your city, there is someone who has an open uh, improv class that you can join. Why is improv good for a manifester? It's easy because it teaches you to depend on your imagination and to go with the flow and trust the words that are coming out of your mouth. This is one of my strengths. I was very nervous when I started reading on YouTube 5 years ago. I'm very concerned with the perfectionism, wanting everything to work out just right. And I learned real quick that that's no way to conduct yourself in a live situation. That's true, Mystic Christina, isn't it? From your experience on the radio, it's like you need to depend on that inner flow that is yours, given by the divine, that you're going to say the right thing. So, Janice, your structure is good, but you want to depend on being foxy. Okay, look into that improv class because I believe it's going to hold a key for you for February. All right. So next we have Christina, and Christina ordered early. I love that you did that, Christina, for the Archangel Michael reading. And where did I put the box? Oh, here it is. I wanted to explain something about how spirit speaks to you in unexpected ways. Last year in February, I began to find pennies. I was finding pennies by the railroad track, and I found over 200 pennies in a matter of about 6 months. And there was nothing around. There were no stores, there were no stoplights by the railroad track. And it felt for the world like they were breadcrumbs for me because somebody must enjoy scattering those pennies at the railroad track. And I wonder if they watch me picking them up. And then I started playing with my imagination and thinking, what if it was future Catherine who was leaving me clues that are guiding me forward? And my imagination has become my best friend now that I've helped myself by getting healed from some of the heartbreak from my past. And I bring this is one of the things I found. Laying on the ground, the light picked it up. This is a piece of glass. There was no other blue pieces of glass anywhere near. Let's see if I can put it in the sun. There were no other pieces of blue glass anywhere. It wasn't like part of a bottle or something. You do see broken glass on the side of the road, but it's a perfect teardrop shape. And when I looked at that, that's what I thought, the tear. I picked it up and I brought it home, and I have a mandala of some sacred objects, and I include it in there because to me, it's such a symbol of the cleansing value of tears. And tears need to be shed. And sometimes we're fearful of the tears. Last night I had a real tearful time. Tears were rolling down my face. I was remembering my time of living in Mexico. I'm putting my hand over my heart right now because I loved it there. There were many reasons that I couldn't stay, but part of my heart is in Baja. And I just felt those tears streaming. And my guide said to me, it's grief. That's what's flowing is grief. And my heart actually hurt. My chest was hurting because of the longing I have to be two places at one time, which is not likely right now. But the power of my imagination can bring me there. So I brought this as a symbol today for any of you who really need healing. Is that you? Has there been heartbreak in your past? Has some human treated you badly? How dare they? Then this is your day. This is your sign. This glass tear that's frozen, right? And it needs to melt. So that's what we're here for today. Mystic Christina, you are here at the right time, right? Certainly you have seen this kind of thing happen. Now, I'm just going to try something and see. Oh, no, I missed it. Okay. I got a message from YouTube and I'm trying to figure out how to answer it and I couldn't. But anyway, going forward, Christina, you purchased a sort of light reading. The Oracle card is one of the paid opportunities that you guys have today. The free card, of course, is our animal oracle. So, Christina, let me just shuffle Archangel Michael. I know Archangel Michael is very special to you, special to all of us when we can. Oh, and this is the color of Archangel Michael. Let's see. I'll just put it right here. Oh, you can hardly see it. Let's put it up here. There. Archangel Michael, what do you have to say for my friend Christina today? When I finish with the reading from Archangel Michael, I will be pulling tarot. I'm going to be telling a story, kind of doing a new style reading today. So I hope you will enjoy it. Christina, let's see what Archangel Michael wants you to know today. This is your sign. Being here today. This is your sign. Be a light to others. Christina, you have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so others can learn from you. No question, this is a time for you to step out. Christina and I had an interesting situation last week because she asked me, could we do a reading together online? And I said, sure, let's practice first, because she's a reader, a tarot reader, but also she uses found objects, and she has found the most awesome found objects. And look at that, tears right above the card. Can you see that, Christina? I chose a date and a time, and then I screwed up. I made a mistake and I made it go live for real, even though we were going to use practice. So you can find that on my live readings. It was an accidental, beautiful thing because we had a good time. We read cards for others and each other, and we experimented with having the collaborative energy. And I feel like this is a confirmation for you. In fact, this is the card that I used to illustrate the reading, right, Christina? When you ordered this reading, this was the card you saw. So if that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what else will. Because anytime cards repeat, to me, it's like an exclamation point from spirit. So I'm going to use my bell just to put that sound, oopsie, into the heavenlies, that you take the chances and do it. That glow from your heart, notice how the figure's holding their hands over their heart, but it's time to open your arms and allow your love to flow out to everyone. So I can't wait to see what's going to be happening for you in the month of February. You may notice that on February 4th, you get a spiritual message of some kind that's really going to be obvious to you, where you'll remember this reading and you will take it to heart. So, Christina, if you want to take a quick screenshot here, this would be wonderful to use. You might want to use it for my number, my phone number on your phone, or a contact so that it reminds you of this reading. February 4th is your sister's birthday. Okay, keep your eye peeled. She is not the only one that will be receiving a gift on the 4th. Okay, so moving forward, welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Sadeka, welcome. You may certainly ask a question. Remember, the way to get my attention and get on my queue for a reading is to utilize the website manifestfaster.com. That's the fastest way to receive your free reading. If you're already in the system, it will just take you immediately to the order form. But if you're new here today, you need to register. I'm noticing this beautiful stream of light coming in here. And to me, that is a sign that this particular next set of cards is going to be special. Somebody here watching needs to have a sign. Their question is deep. Okay, so this is going to be a tarot reading. I call it my deep dive. This is for when you're stuck. So, anybody, hi, lovely, welcome. If you're feeling stuck today, this is your reading. Okay, and Ellery Regis, I just saw that you registered for a reading. So thank you. And do you have a different name here on YouTube so I know it's you? Let me know. And you have requested an Archangel Michael card and you need a sign about your breakup. Okay. Is this you, Rose Quartz? Okay, Rose Quartz. Oops. Okay. So these two cards immediately flipped out of the deck when I said your name, Rose Quartz. INER. Okay, gotcha. ER. Perfect. These two cards popped right out. So this reading is for the collective. And so I'm any sort of hurt feelings or hurt situation. I feel like this particular set of cards we're going to open today are bringing a sign to you. All right. And then Rose Quartz, you will be next in queue. Thank you so much for registering. This card just turned itself sideways. All right. Do I believe the cards have a will of their own? Sometimes I swear they do, because they appear to want my attention. So let's start off here. For the collective, what's your sign? Ah, the sun. I'm using the Gilded Tarot today, and I love it so much. I love the art. The sun. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. And then our third card, I just want to make sure you can see them all. Hi, Mary. Welcome. There's two ways to receive your sign today. One is through the collective readings that I'm going to do for the next 90 minutes or so. And then the other is for personal readings. I'm happy to pull for you. Manifestfaster.com is where you go to register for a private reading, or not private, it's personal in a live situation. And then we're looking at the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to hold back for a moment. For my collective, wow, you're really in a pickle. Someone watching me is going through a difficult time right now. Such confusion because the sun and the Five of Pentacles, those are absolutely opposite energies. Okay, so let's take a breath. Thank you, Christina. We all need that when we try to absorb a sign. These cards are a sign. There's no accident. You're here watching me right now. That's your sign. The sun indicates that something that has happened in the near past has looked like it was the answer you've been looking for. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. Even when it comes up reversed, it still is positive. So this card laying right next to the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of being out in the cold, that you're being left out in the cold. There could not be more oppositional energy here. And this can be so difficult, whether it's with a family member, like a sibling, somebody who's cut you off, somebody who has put you into no contact. Is there anyone here who's being blocked by their person right now? If you're being blocked by your person, let me know. I want to send you energy because that's kind of what I'm picking up here. It's supposed to be going better, except I look at how this wheel is tilted. Okay. And so that reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about ups and downs. And it does look like there's been an earthquake of the spirit, so to speak, that what you were expecting is the direct opposite. I had a client yesterday who this is her story, and maybe she's here today, where the change from her person has been so staggering because they have said, please don't talk to me right now. And that's a difficult place to be in. The Temperance card is here to bring wholeness to you. Temperance is all about balance. It's about looking at the light and the dark and attempting to adjust yourself to the topsy-turvy energy that's happening right now. Again, I don't recall seeing the sun in this kind of situation in my readings. And I'm glad I picked this particular deck because it illustrates perfectly the dilemma here. I look at how she's dressed in red and she's fired up. There's fire in that cup. So somebody here has taken on the fire of the sun. They've taken it on. And so, because of that, there's a loss in the present moment. If your person is going to come back to you, if you feel like you long to have this repaired, the only thing you can do is honor them and respect them in the distance. Okay, love them from afar. Take your anger and disappointment, surrender it to spirit, because you cannot control another person's behavior. You can only control your own reaction to their behavior. This is quite a sandwich to be in because the sun and temperance are very positive cards. But this feeling of being out in the cold, that's like sandwiched in between these two powerful energies. So let me look at the card at the bottom of the deck. And again, this is for the collective. And we have 2 5s. Oh my goodness. It's so important that you choose yourself, that you choose your own well being first. Okay. If these cards are resonating with you, Spirit's strong message is take care of yourself. Look at these two cards together. I just need to pull them out. Here we have someone who's just been embattled, lots of struggle, lots of fiery energy coming, not knowing for sure what to do. Then we have this 5 of Pentacles, which is, oh my goodness, I'm locked out. Something's locked away from me. So this does have heavy duty resonance for someone who has been blocked. Now, I will tell you that I do have recorded readings where I give the cards and suggestions for how to deal with being blocked. You can find them on my channel at manifestfaster.com. I would love to pull cards for you so that you can get the wisdom that you're looking for. There is a reading of this style available to you today, but our free readings, yes, hi Dwayne, hi Sandra, hi Surin, welcome back Surin. Absolutely. We are doing our free readings today. We are looking for a sign from the universe. Simply go to Manifest Faster and you will be given the opportunity to choose from 3 readings today. Okay, so let's see, is there anything else here? This is a card of action. These are cards. The cards are not saying sit there and do nothing. It's definitely a card of taking action. But I believe that the action Spirit is asking you to take is to do an, how can I say it? An audit of your own heart and your own expectations of this person. So if you take a piece of paper and write down, I wish blank was happening. So let yourself be honest. Let yourself list what it is that you really wish was happening right now, because that will help you with some clarity. All right. It's important that you stay patient right now and understand you cannot control the heart of another. And when you withdraw your own attention to healing you, you will feel more peace of mind. Okay. Let's pull these aside. Thank you. I need a sip of my tea. Hi, Suiraskera. It's a beautiful name. I wish I could say it better. Suiraskera. I would love to pull cards for you. Again, the way to get a reading is to simply go to manifestfaster.com and you will be given a chance to register and then request your reading, and you can tell me your question. Absolutely, sir. And you were here last time, right? All you do is go to Manifest Faster and I will read for you. Let me just clear my throat. Sipping my green tea this morning. Thank you, Team Hipsy. I appreciate the team at Hipsy who's always letting you know how to get your real time reading. Okay, so the link is in the description box, or for your convenience, I placed it right here, manifestfaster.com. Okay, Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz, welcome. Thank you so much. I think you're new here on my channel. I don't remember where I'm seeing your name before. Where are you from, Rose Quartz? And um, are you in a no contact situation? Just let me know if you don't mind. Thank you. Where are you from? What is your status? Are you hoping to reconnect with your ex? Are you in a no contact? Michigan, are you freezing up there? In Tennessee, it was 9 degrees this morning when I woke up. Ah, okay. So then, Rose Quartz, it's kind of a blessing that you were here, isn't it? When I read those cards, right? Because no contact is so disconcerting. It's so troubling, isn't it? Because you want to talk to them. If they don't listen to you, how can you explain yourself? And yet, with our technology today, they can block you. And you would like to fix the relationship. God love you, Rose Quartz. I appreciate your desire. I know it's freezing here too, but it's supposed to get warmer. But let's take a look. Now, what we're asking for today for you, Rose Quartz, is we're asking for Spirit to ever so sweetly, ever so kindly to give you a message to recognize the signs that are here. Okay. I can go deep and read into the tarot for you today on the free reading, excuse me, on the personal readings, if that's something that you want. It's just $11.11 for me to dive deep for you, Rose Quartz. So let me know. But let's see what we can receive from our dear Lord Michael. I do love speaking to Archangel Michael. My friend Janice uses the terminology Lord Michael, which sometimes I find myself using also. So let's take a peek for you, my dear ER. ER, you know what? Those are your initials. And immediately I think of the emergency room. And so right now, before I even look at your card, I just want to, ER, would you please put your hand on your heart? And those of you who are listening, if you have been blocked by anyone, I've been blocked by a couple of family members, really, because they don't understand me and I don't understand them. And it is painful. So if you're blocked right now, lay your hand on your heart and take a deep breath. Feel your chest move. The thing about 18 degrees Fahrenheit is it's painful to be outside, isn't it? So there's a lot of pain around your circumstances right now. And in a way, I feel like we are your ER. I like that. We are your ER. In fact, I'm going to write that in here for you, my dear friend, my new friend, Rose Quartz. We are, whoopsie, your ER. What do I mean about, what do I mean? Tell me your birth sign. We are your ER. This is the emergency room. This is where you come to have triage, right? Do you know what triage is? I love that word. Triage is when they look over the woundedness and they say, okay, now this is what we do next. Isn't that true, Rose Quartz? I wonder if you're a nurse by chance. That would be very interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, Taurus. All right, Taurus. Okay. It's hard for Taurus to be blocked. I will tell you that right now. Taurus is torturous. I'm feeling driven to go. I'm feeling drawn, not driven, drawn. I just need to. You work in a hospital. Oh, I love when stuff like that happens. Oh my gosh. Let me just get my Taurus. Look at this wonderful statue. Somebody took me to a place where they have these statues, and it's not a boutique, it's the farm and fleet store. But I love this because when we look at this bull, what we see is, what do we see in that face? Don't mess with me. That's what I'm seeing. I might be wrong, but I'm seeing see those eyes, and I'm like, no, don't mess with me. Okay, but there is Ferdinand the bull, of that cartoon character that's full of love and surrounded by flowers. And I feel like, isn't it beautiful? I know. I'm just going to stand him up here. He can be here for you there, guarding your card. Okay. So what we see though is when we're looking from the top, we can't see its face. We do have these horns. So, rose quartz, bless your heart, you can come across a little strong. Have you ever noticed that maybe you feel misunderstood sometimes? And the reality is, when people won't talk to you, it's so frustrating that you kind of go into hyperdrive. It's like, I want to make this happen. And so, because of that, you have a challenge here. So, triage is learning what it is that's causing you the most pain right now. Is it the fact that you're blocked, or is it your thoughts about being blocked that's hurting you the most? So I can only do so much here with just one card, but let's see what Archangel Michael has for you. And I hope, Rose Quartz, that you understand how this is your sign, right? To be hearing this counsel right now. Let's see. Beautiful. Man, increase your knowledge. Hello. So, in this situation, when you are blocked and the person will not respond, increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. This is it. Because it doesn't matter if it's me. I do teach people how to balance when they're blocked. I teach people what to do when you're blocked. It's what I do with my personal readings. Many people come to me for as my clients who are blocked. Some are blocked in money, most are blocked in love. Many are blocked physically because the person has shut you out of any way to contact them. Notice the phone here, right? So what can you learn? You can only change your own behavior and your own attitude. Can you make the can you make the block dissolve? Perhaps. But you need to increase your knowledge because the way you have been handling it isn't working. Isn't that true, ER? We are your ER, my community. We care about you because we've been locked and blocked also. How many here can just lift up and support our dear Taurus friend here? Let's throw up a few hearts of love. Y'all are part of the ER. Sometimes when you're in the ER, you see other people in the ER, and you might even pray for them or speak to them kindly and bring them something that will help them heal, right? So when you come to my channel for my readings, this is true. I'm here to help you. So definitely, Rose Quartz, your first time here, take a look at the recorded readings that are available. It's the easiest way for me to work with people personally. Also, I am here for live personal readings during the week, and you can find all that information over at my platform on Hipsy. Okay, so if it's me that could help you, I would be so honored. But do get educated. The easiest way is to simply use your search window because Google will never block you. And just put in there, how do I learn to cope when I'm blocked, right? you will be given. AI will try to answer for you, and then you'll get some blogs and some articles. Because if you get educated, the exact things, what if you knew what to say? What if you knew how to act? What if you knew how to stop obsessing? It would change everything. Because if he still cares for you, you need to act completely differently. Doesn't that make sense? Because how you're acting now is being misinterpreted. And this person that you are in love with is feeling the sharp horns of your personality. God love you for your strength and your stubbornness, but you have to learn how to balance yourself out and find that Ferdinand, the bull energy that's lighthearted and more playful. Okay? Thank you so much for getting your reading today. I'm tickled that Archangel Michael brought such a perfect message for you, my friend. Thank you so much. All right. Is there anyone else? No, nobody else is in the queue. So I'm just going to draw. Let's see. I think I'll just jump right into the tarot. So say goodbye to the bull. Bye. Every time I see the bull now, I'm going to think of you, Rose Quartz. And by the way, with rose quartz, I would definitely do some healing meditations, and I would hold on to your rose quartz, bring it with you, put it in your pocket, that beautiful soft pink reminder, not of your person. No, no, no. Let your person have their own lane right now. It's important that you understand, as all of us, that we are deeply and dearly loved by spirit. This beautiful little figurine is my reminder that when I'm depending on the divine, I am more receptive. I feel loved better than with humans. But if I forget and I run away from spirit, spirit never leaves anything. Spirit's always there. But if I choose to go my own way because I'm upset, because I'm not happy about something and I want to do it my way, that's when I feel the loneliest and the most insecure. But when I remember that I'm dearly loved by spirit, that the angels do want to support me, that's when I flow and have peace. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. And I'm going to tell another story here. I don't know who it will be resonant for, but I know that you guys who are visiting, hi, Tim, welcome. I would be happy to pull a card for you. The personal readings in real time are available by registering. If you'd like to have a personal reading, then let me know. I'll show you how to register. But meanwhile, for the collective, for everyone that's here, there is a reason you picked this reading. You have been asking for a sign. So, being here, this is your sign. So, Tim, you may find the cards that I pulled right now resonate with you. And so, soak it in like a sponge. Okay. Be a bounty picker upper, the paper towel that absorbs easily. Okay. Let's see what we have. Drawing randomly. Our first card is the Page of Swords. You're welcome, Tim. Where are you from, Tim? And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so we have two pages here. I always love synchronicities like that. Look at how they're looking at one another. Isn't that interesting? Page of Swords. So both of the pages, they just got done with a cycle. The 10 of Swords is about feeling a lot of pain, feeling betrayal, feeling disappointed. And once you pass through that, the Page of Swords is the first of the court cards in the swords, and it means a fresh start is here. This often carries the same energy as an ace in a reading. And the Page of Wands is about being burdened. The 10 of Wands was so burdened, carrying way too much, that when they passed through that stage, they are also ready to learn what they need to learn to advance out of their current situation. So this could be a career situation? Easily. This may be somebody who's just decided to get a new career because they are sick and tired of what's been happening. It could be in a breakup where the relationship has just been so hard. There's been a lot of cruelty, and what started out as kindness now is cruel. And then just feeling like you're doing more work than they are, right? So you're putting in more effort than they are. And there's something within you that says, enough, I can't live like this anymore. I want something fresh. Okay. And Mystic Christina is hearing a crow calling right now. And I love that. So, a very smart thing to do would be to Google the spiritual meaning of crow and allow that to bless you. Many times when animals show up in my readings, it's often very fruitful to look up the spiritual meaning of that reading. So hang on, let me sip my tea. Let's dig in. Okay, so definitely there's a situation here that has been very troubled. Very, it could be because you've been blocked. It could be because maybe you got fired. Maybe you started a situation that looked like was going to be great and it ended up wearing you out. Look at the Seven of Wands, the defensive stance, where he's standing there with that wand in front of him, just being taking care of business, right? Knowing where his boundaries are and keeping something else aside. So this is definitely a call to stay in your lane and let other people stay in their lane, that you have a right to claim space. You don't need to have other people coming in and out of your lane. That's pretty dangerous, right? And trying to influence you. You are here learning something. The messenger, excuse me, pages are messengers and they're eager students. So, your sign today, my friend, is that you're being asked to confront yourself. There's something going on within your heart where you're like arguing for your limitations. I guess I could say it that way, that you're feeling so defeated, and I don't blame you. You're just coming out of a defeating situation. It's got that energy on it. I'm feeling that tickle in my throat, which is always my signal that somebody is having a hard time speaking their truth. When I look at this Page of Swords, that's what's coming up for me as I look at it. The blue squares, the blue outline here, and the blue in his outfit. What you have learned is that peace at all costs is not peace at all. When you are too silent and you're not speaking up for yourself, it does not help keep you together. It's the opposite, because we need to speak our truth in love. It's so important. The Page of Wands, this is the suit of your power, your personal power. Look at how the page is facing the other page, holding up the wand. This is where it's like pass the baton, like being in a relay race where the two people can pass back and forth with one another and they can collaborate, because you do need to be strong right now. You need to stand your ground. If you're a person who's asked another human to stop calling you, well, then this is your sign. You need to honor that. When you honor somebody else's boundaries, you learn. Maybe you need to be most defensive with your own mind. Maybe you are obsessing back and forth, and you're really going through it, right? Let's take a peek at the card that was at the bottom of the deck. And this is what you're not seeing about your situation. And it's the Hierophant, a strong, major arcana card for you. The Hierophant is about um, permanency, spirituality. It's the card that's called the Pope in some decks, traditional values, wanting to be in a forever relationship. So, what you're not seeing here is that you are your heart to be in a committed relationship or in a career that sustains you, right? can swing either way because I don't know who these cards are for, but I feel the heat of this battle for you. And I feel my throat right now. I have a scratch in my throat. Again, the lesson you can learn here is to speak your truth in love. If you need support, I'm here. It's what I do. I help my clients melt away their resistance so that they can truly shed the layers that no longer serve you. If you're trying to put an X behind you, you need help. You need someone to hold your hand. It doesn't have to be me. There's lots of resources on YouTube that you can look for. But this suggests that you need to learn. You need to be able to know what to do next. If you're wanting that happily ever after, if you think your person is your mate and they won't talk to you, that's painful, right? But your heart is to find someone who will bring you that ride or die, someone that is your person, that will not betray you. So don't give up on your dream. Learn the lessons that are here for you right now. Okay? Excellent reading for the collective. So let's see what's next. And oh, we have ER. ER, good for you. I'm so glad you're doing this for yourself because this is the way the readings are supposed to work. Where you're here right now, I'm going to pull tarot cards for you, my friend, and we're going to build on your Archangel Michael message, okay? So let me do a couple of things for you, my darling. Okay? It's so cold up there in Michigan. I know. I'm living through the cold down here in Tennessee, and I'm just going to pull your Archangel Michael card and I'm just going to set it here for you, okay? Because I want you to be aware of it while I pull your other cards because of the education and for you to be able to take the time to invest in yourself right now because you've got me, right? This is live and I'm not a bot. I am not AI, I'm happy to say. Now I'm looking at the top of my screen and I see there was a 9-9 here. And so definitely look up the spiritual meaning of the number 99, would you, ER? After this part of the reading, of course. I'm going to relight my Palo Santo for you. I just feel that there's so much negative energy here. It's like all of the readings so far have been about loss and disappointment and fear of speaking your truth. And so I'm just lighting this, and that we can allow ER to be deeply touched by this particular reading. That the ancients would say that our prayers rise on the smoke of our sacrifice. And so, as the beautiful aroma of the Palo Santo surrounds me, I ask if you're aware of the aroma, bring it alive in your imagination. If you burn sage, bring that alive in your imagination to this reading. Okay, my darling rose quartz, let's see what the Gilded Tarot has for you today. All right, Spirit. Oops. Oh, we got to bring our bull back in for my Taurus. All right, I am all set. As you feel, if you feel any emotion, rose quartz, just put your hand right on your heart and breathe while your hand is on your heart. Did you guys know that your heart has more intelligence than your brain? I wonder if you knew that. There's something called heart math, and they have a wonderful resource, literally hundreds of videos, and there's books written about it, and science is proving it, that your heart has an intelligence all its own. And then when you do place your hand on your heart, you're physiologically bringing attention to that brain that's in your chest. Okay. All right, pulling random from the tarot. Let's see what we have for rose quartz. What your soul longs to know. Okay, there's your first card. Second card. And you know what? That one's just saying, please take me. So, okay, glad to. And then I'm going to pull the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to put right here. Okay, my dear new friend, Rose Quartz, I'm so glad you're here in my reading today to receive this message. All right, let's see what we have first. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of luck, it's a card of cycles. Okay, so it's so important that we keep in mind that Spirit has the long range plan. Okay, as Spirit looks at your life right now, even though the problem of being blocked right now is everything for you, right? It's like it's consuming, it's taking so much of your energy. How can I unlock this block, right? But the Wheel of Fortune wants you to stand back and take a bigger view, because there's a lot going on here behind the scenes that you don't know and you don't understand. And even though this moment in time is holding you in such a grip, the reality is 5 years from now, everything's going to be completely different. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. What that indicates is that there's been something going on in your near past. And the phrase that's coming up for me, Rose Quartz, is a wish and a prayer. A wish and a prayer. And that saying to me, it indicates a little bit of fantasy. I don't want you to take anything too personally, but a wish and a prayer. It's like, is it truly yours, or do you just wish it was? Okay, so it shows me the wobbly energy of just not knowing what to do next. So let's take a peek at the middle card here, the current situation, and we have the moon. So the first thing that we're noticing here is that we have two major cards. So when it comes to this education that the Lord Michael is calling you to, the importance of finding someone to show you the exact right steps here is because the changes that are going on. Oh, and today's a full moon in Leo. Oops, hang on a second. Today it's a full moon in Leo, which also adds some interesting energy to this reading for you, because full moons are all about releasing and letting go. So it's looking like to me right now that you are being called to understand the power of release, that there's a lot of power in actually mirroring, copying what this X is doing, okay? Because many times, the minute you stop trying to control the story, the minute that a person says, okay, look, I don't know which way to go, but I'm going to honor and respect their request for a block. I don't know why, but what I want to try is an experiment. What if I was the person blocking them? What would it mean? How would it work? Look at how we have the sun and the moon, right? This brightness and then the coldness. So you are in a true battle for your heart and your mind, aren't you, my friend? Where you want something, you feel that it's destined to be yours, but their response to you is giving you nothing but confusion. Now, interesting, can you see these gears and springs here? They're being repeated over here. This machine, this clock, these two cards are so, I'm seeing yin and yang in a major way. I'm seeing these barking wolves, like barking at each other. So it seems with your Taurus energy that your person likely is feeling the sharper side of your personality. And because of that, there's no room for them to see your soft side. If there's hope in this relationship, it will have to start fresh, right? It would have to be new, because honestly, neither of you want it the way it ended. Obviously, it was tough for you. Let's take a look at this third card, the Eight of Cups. This is very clear, my dear ER. Okay, this is clear. Now, in our ER illustration, when you go to the ER, it means there's an injury and you need help. So you go to the emergency room. So that is my venue today. We are your ER. Our energy as a collective is helping for you to see the truth here. I know sometimes seeing the truth really sucks because it's painful seemingly, but you've kind of known. There's an echo within your heart, ER. There really is. There's an echo that comes to you that makes you question, are they really mine? Will this ever end? Will they unblock me? And what's happening is your mind is absorbed with this problem. The Eight of Cups. And I'm going to put this up so you can see it. I do love the art in this book. In this deck, this shows the figure walking away from all those spilled cups. He's brave, he's courageous, he's a page. He's got that page energy. He's got the wand. It's like the Page of Wands from that last reading, that the lessons of this broken heart are being answered by walking away. So as you process this, and if you need assistance, you want to know, okay, if I don't contact him, what do I do? If I let myself mimic his behavior and pretend like I'm blocking him, why would that help? I'll tell you why. Did you know that for women, the word love has a definite energy of connection? Okay, so love to us females, the feminine, it feels good when somebody says, I love you. But did you know that men don't respond the same way? There's another word that is more appealing to masculine than the word love. That word is respect. Okay. If they feel respected, they are into you, period. If they feel respected. Many women will say to me, well, they're not respecting me. I appreciate that. That's why we have to learn. But right now, the most sincere, loving gesture that you can do for your ex-ER is to respect them. And I know that's not easy. Trust me, I've been blocked by some people and I deal with it. I do something called Ho'oponopono with them. And perhaps I could teach a little bit about that right now after I finish the readings, just so you know how I use it. Because if you can muster up the courage to walk away into the confusion, Spirit will meet you. I promise. You will get signs and you will understand that your respect for that boundary is the only thing you really can do. And energetically, he will feel it. Let's take a look at the card that we're not aware of, and it's the Knight of Cups. So, the Knight of Cups, what you're not aware of is that there is love that's eager to come into your life. It's eager. Look at that horse, can't barely hold itself back. The Knight of Cups, the emotions being lifted high and honored. If this isn't the opposite of this energy, I don't know what is. Okay, so in the Suit of Cups, the Eight of Cups learns that as they walk away from what's not working, the end result is love. Now, could it be your person? Um, Perhaps, perhaps. I have a relative of mine that I dearly love. They divorced and got back together after 3 years, and they're still together. They didn't get married again, interestingly. They're together 10 years, and they are the most devoted mom and dad family that you want to see, totally devoted to one another. Talk about faith, right? I remember when the person said to me, that they were getting back together. And they said to me, are you happy about it? And I said, well, guardedly, because you have children. And if you're not sincere about finding out what didn't work before and working that out, the kids would be hurt if you split again. And both of those people came to me assuring me that would not happen. And they're living it out. However, there's lots of fish in the sea, ER. There are. And if this truly is finished, if spirit, that's what you need to learn, is that this person's purpose was to teach you what you really, really want. Now, what you can do is write down, this is direct from spirit for you to write down, take a piece of paper. On one side of the paper, write everything you love about this person. Why did you get together with them in the first place? Let yourself write down all of the positive aspects of the relationship when it's really healthy, okay? On the other side of the page, write down the hurts. This is just between you and spirit. Write down all the hurts. Maybe they betrayed you. Maybe they don't want to spend time with you. Maybe they continually turn away from you. They're snarky, disrespectful, whatever it is, just write it down. Then you've got these two columns that you can study and you can look and say, is it worth it? How long has it been since you've lived in the energy of how it started? Be honest with yourself, because there is love in your future. And it could be your person, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen it where when you do honor the no contact and you just simply go about your life, you work on your career, develop friendships, the best thing you can do is volunteer somewhere. I volunteer at the place in my little village here that feeds homeless people, and they have a thrift store. So I volunteer there, hanging up clothes and being nice to people. It's changed my life. I love being with people, knowing I can help them and helping people who can't help themselves. Instead of fixated on this guy, you could be doing other things with your life. It's a huge energy drain to have all of this going on in you. There is love in your future, ER. My best advice to you is to respect the no contact. Now, I want to just demonstrate the Ho'oponopono, because I do love Ho'oponopono so much. Okay, and that's 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So if it were me and I'm going to be speaking, I'm going to imagine that my no contact person is saying it to me. So if you want to play along, ER, or anyone else who's listening, take the person that hurt you and pretend they're speaking to you. It would sound like this. Dear ER, I'm so sorry that I am limited in my ability to communicate. Please forgive me for being harsh and cold. I just don't know how else to be right now. Thank you for all your love and patience that you have shown me over our time together. I love you and I want only the best for you. Okay, now that kind of thing is totally pretend, because you're not hearing that from them. But when you say it, you bring comfort to yourself. And then the other side of the game is to actually say it to the person. And so it would sound something like this. Hey, Mr. X, I'm sorry I have been so manic about reconnecting. Please forgive me for not respecting your request. Thank you for keeping warm thoughts for me in your heart. I love you. That kind of magic, I wish I could explain to you how well it works. It's just one of the tools that I actually teach my clients when we have a chance to work together, because there's more here than you know. There's always more than you know going on with anything. So there you go, my friend ER. I hope that this is a blessing for you. You can come back into the reading and listen to it again. And thank you for investing in yourself and taking this card and amplifying it. It really is a wonderful piece of wisdom. Many times people will ask, yeah, but is he coming back to me? And I'm like, I can't predict that. I can read their behavior, but I cannot read their heart. And also, if it's in the divine's will, that this person is your partner, it will happen. It's fate. But if it's not, you certainly don't want to settle for someone that is not your soulmate. True enough? Okay, let me move my little glass tear up here. I was saying earlier in the reading, some of you may not have been here. I find interesting things outside when I'm walking, and I found this piece of glass. There was no other blue glass around it. How in the world did one fragment of blue glass that's so pretty, how did this fall on my path in the perfect shape of a tear? Right? And in the color of Archangel Michael, we do have tears that we cry when we're hurting. And yes, we want signs from the divine during those times. And let us today believe the reason you're here. I think I'm going to use it instead of the O there. That you're here today to receive a gift, to receive a sign. You've been waiting. Now, let's get you your sign. So there you go. Oh, Jessica's here. Hey, Jessica. I see you. Welcome. I'm considering the purchase of a house. Oh, what kind of pets do you have? Jessica H. Jessica, are you here with a different name for YouTube? I want to make sure that I see and reach to speak to you by name. Okay, JH. Oh, that's a time for everything. I love that. Let me look. I reached once to apologize. All things ended with us, and I have left it at that. Yes, excellent. I mean, honestly, I hope that that reading was good for you, ER. To me, it was very clear. Okay, and if you want follow-up information, you're going to be getting an email from HIPSI. They will give you an opportunity to know when I do go live, or they'll, if you want to check out the recorded readings. If you want to work on this more, if you're having trouble releasing, I'm here for you. Okay, so Jessica, a house situation, and you have pets. What kind of pets do you have, Jessica? Two weenies, little doxies, little wiener dogs. Oh, one of my, actually, my ex-husband, the father of my children, his family always had dachshunds, and they were all named Penny over the years. And then my brother-in-law had two itty bitty ones that were the size of squirrels. I'm not kidding. They're the cutest little dogs ever. Such wonderful animals. Okay, so Archangel Michael, our friend Jessica is here requesting wisdom, wanting a sign. Does getting a house make sense for her right now? That fear that she's feeling about the investment. It's deep, isn't it? And it depends what state you live in, right? It depends. So many things are dependent on it. So, Archangel Michael, what do you have for our friend Jessica? Okay. Okay. And we have trust your angels. Oh, how interesting. Okay. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Okay. It's so interesting. So the first figure that I'm aware of is this child here. Um, I notice she's seeking those angels, right? And how we are as children when we very first hear stories of angels and we very first start to believe that there are spiritual helpers. I know right now for me, I am leaning in hard on my spiritual guidance, especially this year so far. And I'm catching myself when I'm trying to manipulate, trying to force things into manifestation versus seeking my guides and really following the peace in my heart. That if I'm not feeling peaceful about something, it's my sign that I'm getting out ahead of the angels. So let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. So, what I'm seeing for you, Jessica, honestly, I see this circle. It's a portal, right? So, your need for a home right now, for you and your babies, is a portal. You're going through an experience into the unknown. At this point, you don't know what your housing future is. You have the desire to have this loving, sweet home that would house you and your pups, and it would be easy to afford, so you're not living under constant pressure. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Okay. So then when we look over here, the when we look over here, this angel, look how she's closed. So as she closes her arms across her chest, that's a sign that we do when we're not being receptive, right? How easy is it for to receive a gift if our hands are open? But if we cross our arms across our chest and we cannot receive, but she's an angel. So I believe Archangel Michael is here with two of his helpers to help you balance the part of yourself that wants to have what you want right now, and the part of you that feels guarded. Because this inner child, this part of you that is fearful, needs to have a voice. Okay, needs to have a voice. So, what this is saying is that your dream of having more space, affordable, more space, and privacy. Those are three things that come up in me, that you want something affordable, something that gives you privacy and plenty of room for your pups. Right now, that's in dream form. You don't know how it's going to happen. Heaven knows what you're wanting. Spirit knows exactly what you want and how to get it. Spirit is already living on the other side of the portal. But right now, it looks like some education is going to bring you some peace of mind. All right. Because even going to research exactly how much it would cost you to have a home in your area that is affordable. Zillow.com is that real estate channel, and they're fantastic because you can put any address in there and it'll pop up and it'll tell you the value, the taxes, and the monthly payment. So you can start to research and you can look at it. There are options. Some people buy something that they can share. They buy a side by side where another person can help share the rent. Maybe if you did own a home, you could rent part of the home to another pet owner. There may be ways that money will come in and support you that right now the childlike part of you just doesn't know enough. Okay. So I would definitely just write as if you were writing a letter to God or to Spirit or to the angels. Dear angels, here's what my ideal home would look like. I would love to have a fenced in yard where the babies could go out and play. I would love to have low utility prices. I would love to have surrounded by, I'd like to have trees on the property, etc. And all you do is create it in dream form now. This part of you that's holding tight, that's wisdom. That right now, it doesn't look like you're going to go out and buy a house tomorrow. This is the truth. But as you trust that Spirit knows your perfect home, that's what I would say as an affirmation, Jessica. Even though I don't know how, Spirit has a plan for me now. Even though I don't know how, Spirit is bringing me to my perfect home right now. Even though I don't know how, each step I take is bringing me closer to my new home now. The ancient teachers and even the teachers in last century would say we always create twice, once in our inner world and once in our outer world. So it seems like Spirit is saying that you need to grow up. You need to take whatever fantasy you have about home ownership and you need to get educated. I don't know where you live, Jessica, but you can actually go into many banks and maybe your own, and you could say, look, I need information. I want to buy a home and I have no idea what it that would take. And these people are there ready, willing, and able to answer your questions. Okay. Does that make sense for you, Miss Jessica? I see you've left me a note. And yes, hang on just for a second. Let me go back. Oh, the free readings I pull from the animal deck. And because you're an animal lover, all you have to do is pop back in and register. And I'm pulling cards from this deck for free today. And I would love to pull an animal card for you. So you just need to register for that reading, okay? And thank you so much. I appreciate your willingness to take a chance on a single card reading because it is tricky, isn't it? It's tricky to know what the right thing is to do. I would take a screenshot. Jessica, if you could take a screenshot if you're watching on your phone so that you have a reminder here, you will be guided. It's so important that you allow the spirits and angels and guides that are helping you to help you get educated. What exactly will happen financially when you take on home ownership? Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, so fun today, you guys. I need to stand up and stretch for a second. So let's see, what do we have here? A time for everything. It's so true. I love that for you. Chaos Thoughts, welcome. First time here. You get a free reading by just following manifestfaster.com. And that is where you register for your free reading. I'm happy to help you. And Princess, hey, Princess. You're welcome, Jess. Princess, welcome. Oh, you hope somebody's planning for you for Valentine's Day. I hope so too. If you want me to pull a card for you and see what sign there is, all you have to do is I'm going to put the link in here for you. So it's easy. There's your link. All you have to do is click that link and you can go right over register and it will lead you to the menu. And the free reading is from our spirit. So we're getting signs from the animal spirits today. And meanwhile, Chaos Thoughts, good. And then we have Princess and Chaos Thoughts. Go ahead and register and I will be glad to pull a card for you. And let's go to another tarot reading. The cards have been on fire today, guys. Okay, so if you're here watching, how do you receive a collective reading? What is that all about? What it's about, if you're very new here, this is how, oops, hello. Those two cards said, can we come to the party? It's like, absolutely. Where we're going to take a look at 4 tarot cards for you. And we're just going to pull for the energy that I'm feeling right now. And the devil has shown up. Okay. Has somebody cheated on you? Has there been some betrayal? Breadcrumbing. Oh. Somebody watching, you are in a risky situation because you are investing your heart and your person is not. Okay. I hate breadcrumbing, don't you guys? I didn't even know what breadcrumbing was until the last couple years. Because that's when somebody only gives you just enough attention to keep you in the game. Breadcrumbing. They don't really love you for future reasons. They love you for now, the convenience of you to be able to, when they want the attention, they come to you eager for it. Yep, you know what I mean, don't you? And it's kind of hard, isn't it? When you realize, hey, wait a second, he's only calling me when he wants a booty call. Or wait a second, she only reaches out when she can't pay the rent, right? Where you have people in your life that seem to love you, but they don't. This is my card for breadcrumbing. See those needy hands coming up? It's like you need way more than somebody who just dusts past your life now and then like a pesky fly and lands on your shoulder and then leaves. That's nothing. You deserve far more from that. In love, you've had so many choices, haven't you? Where you have had to compromise the kind of love that you want to have. And you're like a chameleon, always changing to try to make this person pay more attention to you. How's it working for you? It's not, right? Being breadcrumbed is the other person's fault the first time. When they breadcrumb you, that's bad and they shouldn't do it. But when it's happening 2, 3, 4, 5 times, years of breadcrumbing, my friend, you're bringing that on yourself because you're not making a choice for yourself. You're allowing devilish behavior to consume you. When you're stuck on someone who doesn't care for you, there's hardly anything more painful than that. In fact, somebody told me, and I think it's true, there's nothing lonelier than sharing a bed with someone who does not love you the same way. If you want a ride or die in your life, you want someone who has your back, who gets you, who supports you, who adores you. As quirky as you are, when you're your full self, they love that. You deserve that. Okay, so right now, you are the only person that can put an end to this because when they breadcrumb, if we act like it's a full meal, 7-course meal, that itty bitty bit of attention can feed you for a month, you are underachieving when it comes to love. Let's see what you're not seeing here with our bottom of the deck card. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. This is a card, it's a message, and it's a sign of the need for education. So look at, first of all, he is dressed in green, and the peacock behind him with all those eyes. What's the message here for you that you're not seeing? The grass is greener on the other side of this. You have so much potential. You're as beautiful as this peacock. You are. Your back is turned to your future. You deserve to be treated like royalty. You deserve to be treated as the beautiful human that you are. Have you seen a peacock in real life? If you have seen a peacock, you know that when they're walking along the ground, dragging their tail, they're beautiful. And you get a clue of how beautiful they are. But when they fan that tail, it's a huge display of nature's beauty with eyes all over the tail. So, my friend, being stuck in this situation where the person you're with is not satisfying you, seeing that the devil is in this, it's pulling you apart. This is your lesson. You are entering into a chapter of learning how to honor your heart, learning how to show off your feathers. You're too closed. You've adjusted yourself so much to this person who doesn't even care enough to check on you when the weather's bad. The person doesn't even care enough to hear your needs and want to support you. I'm also noticing with the pentacles, right? The page of pentacles means no more breadcrumbing. Look at the 2 yellow feathers. The 2 yellow feathers to me are signs of your future. That as you step away from all of that and learn what got you stuck in the first place, and to honor the call on your life, develop yourself without leaning on that other person. Okay? This is the only thing that will bring you that freedom. My heart goes out to you. I have had relationships with breadcrumbing people. One really terrific guy. We were more of a of Friends with Benefits, and it was great. 3 years of Friends with Benefits, and I loved it. It was right after my divorce. He was quite a bit younger than me, and he was a devil in many ways. But as long as I played the game, I knew I was playing with fire. But it was so soul satisfying because my previous person was pretty terrible. We were not a good match. So when I had all that flattery and all of the nice physical experiences that went with that, it was very breadcrumby, if I would be honest with you, because he came along every now and then, and I needed to make peace with that. And it was good until it wasn't. And then I chose to move on. And now, as I'm in this part of my life, and I'm happily single right now, it's not worth being with someone who doesn't get me. So as I learn how to shake my feathers and be fully Catherine, no matter what, I'm trusting the divine to guide me. Is there a partner for me out there? I don't know. But the amount of joy that's in my life right now, I know I won't give that up just to say I have a partner. Okay. So if this is you, if you're resonant, God love you. Say hi. Let me know. This is a painful situation to be in. The darn breadcrumbing. Has anybody been breadcrumbed out there where they give you just enough, but not a lot? Hi, AKS. I see you completed the registration. Did you order the free reading? After you register, that should pop up, the menu will pop up for you, and it'll give you 3 choices for your free reading. Okay. So at this point, I would go back and visit the channel again, Manifest Faster, and it will open up to the menu for you. Okay. All right, excellent. And gosh, it's already, I'm at 90 minutes, and I kind of made a commitment to myself that I wasn't going to go too much beyond 90 minutes today, but I'm feeling incomplete. So I definitely want to draw a couple more cards. Let me just sip my tea. I will wait for you. And Somia, if you want to have a reading, just pop into manifestfaster.com. It will guide you to the free reading. And meanwhile, I think what I'll do, hey, Phoenix, Oracle Healing. Welcome, Phoenix. I'm glad you popped in. I'm doing free readings today with this deck, and I'm just about finished with my time. So if you want to have me draw one of the animal spirit cards for your sign, I'm happy to do it. It's super easy. All you do is go to the link in the description. You'll get your live streamed reading that way. Thank you, Team Hipsy, for supporting me. I also put the address up here at the top of my screen, manifestfaster.com. All right. And I'm going to allow you guys who just came in, if you want to order a reading, this is the time to jump in because I am just finishing the morning's work. Meanwhile, I'm going to do one more tarot reading for my friends on the sign. What is the sign? What's the answer? What are you craving? Okay, so grabbing my tarot, let's do one more reading, and then leaving time and space for anyone else who would like to join before we sign off. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new, welcome. I'm Catherine. It's Pattern Breaker Tarot. It is a place where we are investigating what patterns of behavior we have that's holding us back. Most of the people that come to me are looking for career wisdom or relationships, and that Two of Cups just threw itself out. So if it's you, you're looking for a sign, very interesting that that flipped itself over. And when I look at those faces, I'm seeing like conflict, aren't you? These are two people that are kind of staring each other down, aren't they? There's a portal, right, that's surrounding them, and neither figure is fully engaged. What does this mean? I love it. Anybody that gets a Two of Cups in a love reading is always excited. I am too, but in the art of this deck, I'm seeing some shadow power. What's going on? Okay. Ooh, see? Wow. So there's definitely destined love here. So this is definitely a love reading. There's some conflict going on. see what else. What else do we have here for my friends looking for love? Oh gosh. Now, out of all of the readings that I've done this morning, it's afternoon now. No, it's still morning. This is the first one where the cards flipped upside down, right side there. So I really feel that there's no accident. You're here. There is a third. What you have to do is you have to scroll across, and the free reading is at the farthest right. Today they didn't line them up properly, so it's supposed to be the first reading, and I'm sorry it didn't line up correctly. But when you look at the page and just you'll see a little arrow there, I think, and just slide the cursor to the right, and that's where the free reading is. And thank you for your patience. Charlotte, it's been a huge awakening. Oh, wait a second. Talking on breadcrumbing. Oh, Charlotte, I'm so glad that you were here to watch that reading. It's been a huge awakening. Let me see. I've done some deep healing and I'm learning to be open to love. Oh, Charlotte, I'm so happy you were able to receive that. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Charlotte, I'm happy to pull an animal card for you if you want to pop in for a free reading. You can help me test my systems. Oh, you're welcome, Charlotte. Yeah, if you want me to pull out of the animal deck for you, see if you can find the free reading that's on the Spirit Oracle deck here. I would love to draw a card for you. I want to make sure that's working over there. Let me just put this in here. Yes, yes, that is correct. Exactly. So what's happening with that is the sign. So the sign, asking for a sign today, something that's bothering you. That's what I call a grievance, something that's aching your heart, something that you really want to get wisdom for that particular part of your life that's not working out. I'm calling that a grievance, right? So, Charlotte, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I would love to. Thank you for being here. I'm glad Spirit guided you here. Isn't it true we're always looking for signs, aren't we? If I only had a sign, I would know exactly what to do. And Spirit is always there for us, wanting us to relax and enjoy the signs. Okay, I'm going to leave that work over to you guys. If you want to pop in for a reading, that's how to do it. And now let's go back to the action here. Somebody is involved in a relationship that is shaky right now. That this is soulmate potential. You're absolutely sold out. You're going to stay. There may be poor communication, but that's different from cruel breadcrumbing. Your person has an inability to connect with you. Maybe they're a geeky kind of person, like a scientist or a computer person, that their emotional intelligence is just not what you need. That could be. It could be that the communication between you, even though you're devoted to one another, you get on each other's last nerve. When I look at this figure on the left, can you see those streams of, it's almost like a crown is on her head. So I feel like one of you is more gifted in being able to understand the process of communication, that you're willing and able to be a communicator. And the other person is not wearing that crown, right? So there is a person, your person quite possibly does not know how to speak what you need to hear. However, this Four of Wands is one of the best cards for a love situation because it is a happily ever after here. So there is confusion. This person is devoted to you, okay? For whatever reason, they're feeling judged right now, okay? This judgment card's like a huge wake up call. Something needs to change, something needs to pass away. So, what I'm seeing here is control and needing to have things your way. If you are a controller, it's okay. I am a controller in recovery. I like to have things the way I like them. And it's been hard for me to learn to let others have space because I'm creative and I'm a go, go, go person. I'm a double Scorpio with a Gemini moon, and I'm passionate about things that other people don't understand. And then I can get all upset because they don't get me. Why don't they get me? Well, it's because I'm not communicating clearly. Now, there is a website that's absolutely fabulous. I love this man so much. Jimmy on Relationships. I just found out recently that this man, Jimmy, cheated on his wife. No kidding. And he was able to heal the marriage. And no kidding. And so then what he did was he created his YouTube channel to teach how to get along with your person. Okay. So this is absolutely necessary. Of course, I do this work. I help people, I help people melt their control. I help people communicate better. It's my joy to help people understand what the other person is thinking. But there's lots of help out there for you. You don't need to come here. However, I can help you because your person wants it all. Your person wants it all. And the little scuffles that you have, the nitpicking, the ridiculous stuff that makes each other mad has nothing to do with spirit bringing you guys together. So let's do some work. Let's be less judgmental. Let's give the person a chance. Go to Jimmy on, if you can resonate with this, please go to Jimmy on Relationships. He's brilliant. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. This is what you are not seeing. Yes, look at that. Oh, this is so perfect. I love it. I love the cards. I always say the cards do all the work, and indeed they do, because it's so powerful. If you are here hearing my voice, this is your sign. It's like Ron White, that wonderful comic who says, this is your sign. I think it's him. Oh, no, it's Jeff Foxworthy. Anyway, because we need a sense of humor. I was thinking about this is your sign. It's, you're a redneck. This is your sign. And so Jeff Foxworthy, if you want to laugh your ass off, he's so funny. Another thing, the dragonfly. Please look up the spiritual meaning of dragonfly because I believe it's important for you. The Four of Wands, the Five of Wands. These two go together. It's not either or. You're going to have conflict with your person. Some people come to me and they say, I know I met my soulmate. We never argue. And I'm like, then you haven't met your soulmate. Because the reality is, you're supposed to have arguments, not cruel, not vicious, just the strong personality speaking up for itself. And then the other person speaks up for themselves. And you develop skills to make it work. Research has been done by a wonderful man named John Gottman. So let me just put his name down here because his work is wonderful. He actually does testing on couples. He puts electronic devices on their heads, like that read their brain waves and they read the blood pressure, and they have them live in an apartment for a weekend. And they measure the difference between a couple that is bickering and fighting all the time and they're headed for divorce, or couples that bicker and fight all the time and stay married. And he's not a psychologist or a counselor. He's a scientist who studies this. And he found that the couples that bicker a lot have equal opportunity to make something last. It's because they repair. They repair the damage is done when they have an argument. And I've seen that in real life. I've seen couples that there used to be a radio show last century called The Bickersons, where they just bicker all the time, pick, 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 right? But then they hug tenderly and they apologize. I'm sorry I was a dick yesterday. I'm sorry I was so controlling when we were out the other night. I hate when that happens. Will you forgive me? Let's build this together. Gottman found that if couples do repair, that the arguing it's not a death sentence for your relationship. So if you feel like you want that, but this is what keeps happening, please understand that's normal. And your spirit guides will guide you to the right education so you don't lose this connection. Because if you don't want to have a partner that's got a quick wit and maybe is a little sharp with their tongue, but they're still loving, but you want a soft spoken, loving person, you got to trade your person in because you can't want them to change. That won't work. And how often opposites attract, right? So please use this sign today to claim your relationship. Yes, say it to yourself in the mirror. Even though I don't know how, I'm going to make this work somehow. Why? Because your person wants to repair. They own it when they mess up and they speak to you. Go to Jimmy on Relationships, get yourself some free tips on communicating as a couple. Trust me, you will be glad you did. Okay, so there's our messages for today. Thank you so much, you guys. I had so much fun on our readings today. I will be back next weekend. I alternate between Saturdays and Sundays, and I come back also. If you have subscribed to my channel, you will be notified when I do go live for one-on-one readings during the week. You can call me up, you can text me. I am here to be your reader. So watch for new readings upcoming. And I am just so, so grateful that you were here. Yana. Oh, Yana, I was hoping you would come in today. Yana, I'm thinking we might have a wonderful collaboration here. I want to connect with you. I will be connecting with you through Hipsy. I'm going to write you a note because I feel like I feel a very positive energy with you. And I wonder if we could somehow collaborate and you could bring crystal knowledge and readings in with me when I did a reading. So please consider that. Oh, Jana lives over there in Norway and took a crystal course to become certified. And she and I share a deep love for crystals. So watch for a message for me, okay, Jana? Jana, did you want a card quick? Do you want to register for an animal oracle card? I will definitely hold my reading open for you if you want to have a card pulled. Just let me know. I'm glad you found me right at the end of the reading. Perfect. Once you have registered for my readings, the next time you come, it's super easy. You just click the link, it'll take you immediately to the 3 readings that are available for today. Oops, sorry, I bumped my camera. The 3 readings that are available, and then you make your choice, okay? Hi, Allison. Oh, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. Can I read a quick card for you, Allison, before I go? All you have to do is click the link and register. I would absolutely love to pull for you, Allison. Anybody else? This is where, I'm on the edge. I'm like, yes, I could leave. But on the other hand, I love, love, love finding these. And especially if you've been waiting for a sign. These animal spirit cards they're some of my favorites. So I'll wait for Yana and Allison. You guys go ahead and follow the steps and register for your reading. And I will shuffle my animal cards. Thank you so much. Anybody else who just tuned in? I'm on my way out today. Been here for a little while already, but if you would like me to pull you an animal card, I am happy to do it. Manifestfaster.com. I know registering, yes, but then you need to order the reading. I'm sorry for the confusion, but once you register, then you need to order that reading, the free reading that you saw. It will let you write your question to me. Okay, good. Hold on. Let me just see. I'm just going to refresh my page. Okay, hold on, guys. Thank you, KS and Karen. Okay, Karen, perfect. Okay, let me, hey, Jennifer, happy to pull a card for you. Let me just add the link, re-register and order your reading. There are 3 readings today. One of them is free. You just have to take a look through the menu and select the free reading. And Karen, let's pull an animal card for you, my friend. Okay. What is the spirit message for Karen today? KS thoughts. Okay. I think I'll do it this way. All right. Oh, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. Karen, what's your birth sign? Hi, Allison. Did you click manifest faster? Let me just click and make sure it's working because you never know with the internet. Okay, let me see. Click on the sign and it should take you immediately to the proper place, which it does. It is buffering quite a bit. So that just shows me that a lot of people are trying to use the website right now. I apologize for that. Yes, okay. And then we have to, yeah. I'm sorry that this is complex for you guys today. Sometimes the website is not working as properly as it should. And so I appreciate, uh-oh. Okay, here, no, that's all right. Okay, okay. All right, so Pisces for Karen and the gentle touch. Okay, so being a water sign, there are emotions that are problematic at times, Karen, that when overwhelm happens, we can be, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a water sign also, but we can be misunderstood so easily and we can be stronger than, excuse me, people can read us as stronger than we think we are. So the whole point of the dear spirit is to stand back, speak less. If you're a meditator, meditation is a wonderful tool. I use it every day to bring myself back to my breath and back to inner calm. So, your sign is today, no matter what your situation is, don't act unless you're calm. We always make better decisions when we are calm. And so, the easiest way to find a calm space is by breathing. And so, sitting down in a chair, close your eyes and just take 5 to 10 breaths. Just count them. Keep yourself company while you're breathing because there's something about your energy. You're just being misunderstood right now. And someone is reading you as coming on too strong. Does that resonate for you? It's a beautiful, beautiful card. And another thing you could do is I would Google the spiritual meaning of deer, and you're going to get a lot of information from it. Oh, no worries. Thank you, Yana. Next, yeah, perfect. No worries. It is definitely the website is just not acting quite correctly. So I apologize for that. The fire, you have a deer farm. The fire lady. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad you're here today. I met so many new friends. Please do feel free to come back next weekend. I'm going to work on getting the reading straightened out. And for those of you who weren't able to receive one today, my apologies. I will be back next weekend, and I'm always reading for the collective. So I do hope that the cards you did hear about today are blessings for you. Okay, my friends, I love you all so much. Thank you for your kindness, your support, spending your time with me. Go forth and prosper and understand how very loved you are. Bye now.